Apparently, this afternoon we're having a family outing to Home Bargains. So come with us, guys, see what's new in Home Bargains. Felicity's got some of her birthday money to spend, and she promised Tiana sweeties, well, she was bribing her for doing reading earlier.
If she did 5 pages, now I will grab it.
Yeah, because she was not wanting to do her reading. And then...
It was 2 pages on one side, but we called it 1 page.
Okay.
She basically did about 12 pages.
She did about 12 pages of reading, and the teenagers just wanted to tag along, didn't they?
Yeah.
So come with us and see what's new for January in Home Bargains. Oh, there'll probably still be Christmas stuff there in July, Sienna, to be fair. There will definitely still be Christmas stuff there in July. Oh, Brooke's just helping herself. Just making herself smell nice. Oh no, they've got a Taylor Swift, is that a bubble bath?
It's 99p.
Oh, is it? So it's going in the basket because it's 99p?
Yeah.
I see how this is going to turn out.
It got Taylor Swift on it.
Taylor Swift?
I need this.
You need this? We don't need that. Oh, is that what you're going to get me your money, is it?
Yeah. I need this.
You need that? You don't need that.
It's actually a really good price. Look how big it is.
Home Bargains haul for us. Hadn't intended on having a haul, had fully intended on just grabbing some hair dye, filming what was new in store, and just having a browse. Well, that went out of the window the second I took 4 teenage young adults with me. They were an absolute pain in the neck. They were worse than shopping with young children. I'd take little ones any day of the week in comparison to taking the older ones. They were an absolute pain. They were playing a game of putting stuff in my basket and seeing how long it took me to realise. But they were putting things in that, let's just say they got them from the medicine aisle, that aisle, and they were just laughing. They were in stitches, rolling around, laughing. I was stripping my coat off in the middle of the shop because I thought they were laughing because they'd like stuck something to my back. And then they just kept up in the ante and they were just putting just massive things. And then all of a sudden I turn around and Jamie puts a Christmas jingly wreath that was left over because I'll get to that in a minute, the shop was still full of Christmas stuff over my head. And I was like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. They're driving me mad. Also, our shop was still full of Christmas things. I've seen so many like Instagram reels of people who've been to, Home Bargains, B&M, Primark, and done like a what's new in store. And there was nothing. It was rubbish. I also went to Primark the other day because I'd seen an Instagram reel or something where someone had found some really lovely clothes in Primark. Went to our Primark, not a single thing. It was absolutely rubbish. And that was the case for Home Bargains. Did that mean I didn't spend £50? No, of course it didn't. I still managed to spend £50. But pretty much everything I've got is things that we did need. Sienna has actually already filled this up. She got this makeup case for all of the bits of like skincare and makeup and such that she's had for Christmas. Felicity bought her a Stitch travel mug. And then she was sneaky. She is such a darling. She's the kindest kid you'll ever come across. And I mean, I know I'm biased, but she really is so lovely. So she picked this up and I said, no, you don't need that. You had loads of stuff for Christmas. And then Felicity picked up the travel mug. And then when we were going to pay, I realised that Felicity had gone back and bought her this as well. So she was spoilt by her big sister, but she's filled that up with all of her bits and bobs that she got for Christmas, and some other bits and bobs by the looks of it. There's all sorts in here. That was £3.99, so that wasn't too bad at all. Then I got a few like foodie items. Some of this was just because by the time I got to that aisle, I'd lost the will to live, and I was like, whatever. So we've got some Maltesers milkshake, even though we've got quite a lot of options milkshakes still in the cupboard downstairs, but they do like the Maltesers one. I've got some Fruit Stars. Don't normally buy this sort of thing. Used to years ago, but I don't buy this anymore. And Sienna was like, can I get some of these? And I was like, whatever. By that point, I'd lost the will to live. We've got some little individual packs of gingerbread men, which the girls like. The Rowntree's Randoms were 79p a pack, which I thought was absolutely brilliant, because you can't buy a packet of sweets this size for under £1.25 anymore. So 79 pence, picked up a packet of these ice cream ones for them to try. And I've got pink and white, standard, opened them on the way home. And some pretzels. Everybody likes these. Probably should have bought more than one pack. But started off that these were Felicity's favourite. And now pretty much everybody likes them. So that, I think, was all the food items. Obviously, I've got my hair dye to do the old grey roots. So I've just got one box. I'm not doing all over. Just going to touch up the greys. That's £2.99, and it's just, yeah, it's cheap and cheerful, does the job. When you're going as grey as fast as I am, you have to do it so often. You £2.99, that's all I need. Then I also got one of these. I've got one of these lockable tins. These are £5.99, which I thought was really good. So I've picked up one of those. Is there anything else behind me that's no longer in the bag? Only one thing, and that goes with all of the other school stuff that I've got. So I picked up, or Felicity picked up, a little tape dispenser, like one of those little tiny ones, and it was like 49p. And then we saw this a little bit further down the aisle, the big tape dispenser, and that was only £1.49. So I said to Felicity, put the little one back, and we'll get like a proper heavy duty one, a big one. Also, we're less likely to lose that, whereas the little ones can easily go missing. So that I thought was a really good price. There was quite a lot of like home office stuff, so I've managed to get a few bits for the school home learning. I needed to file what they're doing. One, because I need it for if they do like a review. And two, it's just really handy to keep it all in a file, and then we can do a topic, and then we can move on from it, and then we can go back to it if we need to jog our memories. I say our because Felicity's maths, I'm having to learn myself to even be able to teach it to her. I can do Sienna's age, no bother, but we were doing adding fractions where the denominator is different. I didn't have a clue. Did not have a clue. I'm laying in bed of an evening nowadays with my phone watching teachers on YouTube to teach myself before I can even teach them the next day. So we've got a couple of these folders. I don't know how much these were because this was like all new, fresh on the shelf, but they hadn't labelled it as of yet. There was no tags on the shelf. So these are just your standard files, and I'm planning to do English, maths and science. I might end up having to buy another couple of these, but I'm going to put it in sort of sections. So if we're doing, I don't know, adjectives, we can put that in one pocket, and then if we then start covering another part of English, we can put it in another pocket, and a pocket for spellings, and then maths, like a pocket for if we're doing fractions, and if we're doing, I don't know, multiplication, all of the different parts of of maths and English. I'm going to try and put it all in here so that we've got it for future to look back on, and also for when I have to do their yearly, I can't think of what it's called. But yearly you have to do a, don't know, gone out of my head. I hate it when that happens. There was something the other day and it was bugging me for ages because I couldn't remember something, and I was like, why can't I think of it? And it drove me absolutely mad. But yeah, they'll do a yearly review. I think there's another name for it that's gone out of my head, but I've got that to then show. And then I've got this because I've printed out some like posters. So obviously if they were in a classroom at school, they'd have all of these colourful posters up on the wall. We don't have a classroom, so I've printed out like a poster which shows like what an adjective is, what a noun is, all of that sort of thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them into here, into these clear wallets. And then when we're doing English, they've got this to refer to. So if they're like, oh, we're doing adjectives, oh, what's an adjective again? They can go back, find the adjectives poster, and it will be in here. So that's got quite a lot of pockets. So anything that I want to print out, that's, you know, that's, like I said, the sort of thing they'd have up on a wall all of the time if they were in a classroom, will go into this. So that's for that. I've got another pack of paper. We are going through so much paper, it's unbelievable. The girls prefer to work off of a worksheet. So we've got apps and things where we can do learning on that, but they much prefer to have it on a worksheet. So we go through a lot of paper. I only print out what we need, because when you do, say, a maths mystery, you get all of the maths mystery and then you get all of it again, but with the answers. So I don't print out the answers because I can go to that on my phone, because I have to download it. So I can go to the downloads and get up the answers, because otherwise, yeah, you go through so much paper. But that's the cheapest paper I found, and it's £3.99. I've got some new rubbers, we needed some of those, and I've got some pencils because we're going through a lot of those as well. And also I've got some sticky labels so that I can put, obviously, Felicity on there, Sienna on the other one, and also these books. So I got some lined paper notebooks. You get 3 in a pack, and I'm going to make them a reading record. So a reading record each, and I'll easily find a use for the other 2 books as well. And then I'm going to label the front of them with what it is and who it belongs to. And I think that was all I got for the home learning stuff. As you saw, Sienna wanted this Taylor Swift, is it bubble bath? Yeah, bath soap. So we've got that. I've picked up a thingy for the birds outside, because the birds are in the tree every morning chirping away, and there was a beautiful red-breasted robin as well. So I picked up one of those to hang in the tree. I can't put anything on the bird table because as soon as I put anything on there, the pigeons are on it and they gobble it up in no time. So I need to put something around the bird table to make it so that only the little birds can get on and not the big chunky pigeons and magpies, because yeah, they hoover it up and then there's none left for the little birds. I picked up one of these handy scourers with a little handle on it, because the girls, when they make scrambled eggs, they ruin the pan. So I've got one of those. That was like £1.29. And I've got some bags, postal bags, because Summer sorted out her drawers the other day and listed stuff on Vinted, and it's a lot of it sold straight away. So I got her some postal bags so she can get it all posted off. You get 8 in there, but they're quite big. They're A3, so they're ideal if you're sending big items of clothing. And I think that was everything. That's the lot. I'm going to see if I can see how much those wallet things were. So the A4 display book was £1.99. The expanding files were £2.29, so that's really reasonable. If I'd have known they were only £2.29, I'd have probably picked up another couple, but hopefully they'll still have them in next time I go in. And those packs of lined books, I just saw that a second ago. Where's that gone? Display expander file. I'm sure I just read them. Maybe I didn't. Pencils are only 59p. Tate Spencer 149. The exercise books. Yeah, the pack of 3 exercise books, £1.29. So it was all really cheap. And then it came to £49.31. And isn't that always the story when you go to Home Bargains? Oh, there was things I've missed off. I bought for £5.99 18 cans of Pepsi Max. You know, would I be at the shops if I wasn't buying blooming Pepsi Max? And I think that was everything. I don't think I've left anything else in the car. So yeah, there's my little Home Bargains haul for you. Nothing overly exciting, but like I say, the shop is still absolutely jam-packed with all of the sort of things you buy, stocking filler type stuff, loads and loads of it. And there's still a whole half of an aisle which is filled with leftover Christmas decorations, and it's all like really reduced. Like you can buy that massive 12-foot Grinch inflatable, about half the price of what it was at Christmas, but it's taken up like a whole chunk of the store. And I'm like, no, I want to see the new things. And obviously there's Mother's Day stuff and Valentine's, and there was a teeny tiny bit of Easter already, which is a little bit early. It's definitely too early for spring content, isn't it? We are nowhere near to spring as of yet. But thank you for watching my Home Bargains haul. I'm now going to go and put all of this back away and get some tea. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all very soon.